You can take out up to $250 even if your credit score sucks. So that's a win. First of all, I want to say cash advances in general are pretty nifty. You can get funds very quickly and sometimes even instantly in your bank account with pretty reasonable fees. And turns out, even with bad credit, you can still get accepted for a cash advance up to $500. So here's why that's possible. So for a traditional loan, what's going to be looked at is you. So your credit score and your income, and then any assets you have like your house or your car. If you have a low credit score when you are trying to take out a loan, there's going to be a lot of rejection and you might only get approved for a very small loan and have a really high interest fee. And you get rejected or they do a hard pull, that's definitely going to impact your credit score and make it even lower. Yay! Cash advances, on the other hand, I'm very pleased to announce, do not take your credit score into account. They are going to look at your bank account directly. They're going to connect through a secure software called Plaid, where you can share your financial information with them. And then they're going to look at two important factors. The first one is your account information. So they're going to look at your current balance, your past balance, if and for how long you were in the negatives for your account balance. And then they will also look at your deposit history. So they want to see consistent money coming in at consistent intervals. So basically like a paycheck. So if you get paid bi-monthly, like $1,500 bi-monthly, that's going to look consistent over a period of time. And they're going to look at about 3 or 4 consistent deposits in order to determine if you qualify. They also want to see at least $750 to $1,000 coming in monthly. And they're looking at your deposit history too. So the longer your deposit history, the more you can qualify for. The fact that your income has to be consistent makes it really hard for gig workers and freelancers because they may not have consistent income. I did make another video about that and about which apps work with freelancers. So if you want to check that out, you can always do that. So a lot of these apps are going to start you at a low amount first, like $20, even though it's advertising that you can qualify initially for $500 to even $1,000. As you make these consistent repayments, the cash advance app is going to look at it, be like, okay, we can trust this person because they're repaying everything on time. And then from there, it can quickly increase the amount that you can qualify for. Some apps like Grid Money will even tell you how much it's going to increase by. Like every time you repay that cash advance, it's going to increase your next cash advance by $10 until you hit the max amount of $200. There's no late fees, but late repayments can decrease the amount that you qualify for next time and also potentially get you suspended from even using the cash advance app again. So just be careful and make your payments on time. So here's some of the cash advances that we like that are easy to use even if you have bad credit. The first one is Dave. Dave is one of the oldest and the most popular cash advance apps, and it can give you up to $500. However, it's probably going to give you a low amount to start with. There's no credit check for Dave, but you do have to have at least 3 recurring deposits of at least $1,000 from the past month. Dave also has a feature where it can show you how to earn side hustle money through things like taking surveys or seasonal work or even part-time jobs. The next cash advance app that we liked was Cleo. Cleo is super funny. It texts a lot of jokes, a lot of memes. The whole format is just very quirky and fun. With Cleo, you can take out up to $250 even if your credit score sucks. So that's a win. Also, when I tested this, it gave me the money within a few minutes, so it was also really fast. There's also flexible repayment options and no late fees. Personally, Cleo is my favorite app just because it's funny. Next, we have Klover. Klover is another great option if you have bad credit because you can qualify for up to $200. You'll earn Klover points, which you can use to increase the amount you qualify for in terms of cash advance, or you can use your points to enter daily sweepstakes. On top of this, Klover has one of the lowest fees of all the cash advance apps in order to take out a cash advance. We've tested it, and for a $100 cash advance, it only cost us $9.99 in fees. You can qualify for Klover with your Social Security benefits or any form of regularly recurring income. Your bank account does need to show consistent weekly or bi-weekly payments. If they are inconsistent or you're being paid like erratic amounts, like if you're a freelancer or gig worker, you won't qualify. So if you work for like DoorDash or Uber or whatever, I would not recommend using this app. Klover is great, but that is a downside. The last cash advance we're going to be talking about is Albert. Albert will give you up to $250 as a cash advance, and you can also access these cash advances 3 times per pay period. So it gives you more access to cash than a lot of the other apps. So to qualify for Albert, you're going to have an account that's been open for 2 months, and you also have to have at least 2 months of direct deposits from the same income source. And this might be obvious, but I'm just going to say it in case. You also need to have a positive bank balance in order to qualify. A cloud has descended upon us, and now it is super dark in here. We have a lot of clouds today, so the lighting is a little bit erratic. The sun is back. I had to sit here for like 15 minutes and wait for it. Okay, with Albert, you can find out if you qualify for a cash advance within like 5 minutes. And then if you do qualify, your money will show up within a few minutes. So it's also really fast. Albert will schedule your repayments for when it thinks you're going to be paid, and you can also change the date, and there's no late fees. You do have to be careful though, because if you're 15 days late, you will be banned from taking out a cash advance app for the next 90 days. Another cool feature for Albert is called Geniuses. It's kind of like the Apple bar where you can get help for things, but it's for money. You can just text your questions and real humans will give you personalized advice, and this can be about things like budgeting, improving your credit score, strategies for debt payment, and a lot of other stuff. And you get a free 30-day trial when you sign up. So overall, there's really no reason to fear if you have low credit. You can still take out a cash advance app. You may not be able to take out a loan, but you can definitely use these apps, and especially these apps that I recommended in this video. I hope you guys found that helpful, and I will talk to you next time.